process is comprises of the activities of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information that is useful for decision-making purpose. So, which I already discussed to you in our first slides last meeting, that we tackle that the accounting process is the useful thing that first come first on the transactions, because you have to identify, like I remember that I have been using that example of certain laptop that you bought it for the operation of your business, for start of your business. So there is a resources that you have to get the cash for buying of that certain laptop, or either it's an obligation and you have that certain resources or that certain equipment, which is the laptop, that you will be using on the entire operation. So in process, like for example, a simple way, this is important thing, what to do first, and then the next, and then next. So in the process of identifying, we already discussed this, which is you have to know first the transactions, and in order to record it on the book of accounts and measure it, and then communicate, which is the results of the results of the entire operations, or like financial statement. You have to give it in the decision maker what to do, if it's either to continue the operation or to stop it or to minimize the cost of the entire operation. For the accounting information system, actually class, the management information system is the one who are big and broad, which is part of that is the accounting information system, because it is a more important thing on running on a business operation. For the accounting, kumbaga sanga niya lang to yung accounting information system, name management information system, because in management information system there are so many departments that they are kumbaga siya talaga yung pinaka main, then yung mga departments yun yung gagawa ng information. This is a system that can help to operate in the entire business operation. There is a pros and cons later on. Is this the accounting information system is the system of collecting and processing transaction data and disseminating financial information to interested parties. It is a subsystem of management information system. So while management information system is a set of data gathering, analyzing, and reporting functions designed to provide management with the information is need to carry out its function. The major components of an MIS are as follows: financial information system or accounting information system, personal information system, which is under in the human resource department, the logistics system or the logistic information system, which are also in the production or in a production of your product, like in manufacturing companies, or also in inventories of the product. So steps in accounting cycle, which we already discussed it last meeting on the slides that I have, and then a while ago. So identify and analyzing. So you know already that, because I've given that already the examples of a laptop. So business documents or transactions, the accountant gathers information from sources, documents, and determines the impact of the transaction on the financial position as represented by the basic equation, like assets is equals to liabilities plus equity. So mind you, class, also that those documents are some forms of invoices, sales invoice or official receipts, that those information are being needing on the encoding on the books of accounts or a ledger, or either way if you have an accounting information system in your company. So journalizing the accountability or accountable events identified are records in the journals. The next is posting, which is information from the journal are transferred to the ledger. Then preparing the adjusted trial balance. This is the start of a worksheet preparation. Balances of the general ledger accounts are proved as the quality of debits and credits and serve as basis for adjusting entries. Preparing the adjusting entries. Adjusting entries are needed to update accounts on accrual basis of accounting by recording accrual of income and expenses. And also expiration of deferrals, estimations, and other events often not signaled by new source documents. The trial balance after posting the adjusting entries, the monetary totals of debits and credits are again checked for equality. So this adjusted trial balance if there are accruals and deferrals. So preparing the financial statements are the means by which the information process is communicated to the users. Closing the books involves journalizing and posting closing entries and ruling the ledger, also preparing the post-closing trial balance after posting the closing trial or closing entries. The monetary totals of debits and credits are again checked for equality. While preparing the reversing entries are equally made at the beginning of the next accounting period. Methods of initial recording of income and expenses. Income may initially be recorded using either liability method or the income method. Liability method, under this method, cash received from items of income are initially credited to a liability account. Unearned rent at the end of the period, and the adjusting entry would be for the earned portion or income portion of the cash receipts. Income method, under this method, cash receipts from items of income are initially credited to an income account or rent income. At the end of the period, the adjusting entry would be for the unearned portion or liability portion of the cash receipt. Also, expense may be initially be recorded using either the asset method or the expense method, which I already discussed to you. The accrual, sometimes there is an accrual also, or deferral. So asset methods, under this method, cash disbursement for items of expenses are initially debited to an asset account or prepaid insurance, and at the end of the period, the adjusting entries would be for the expiration or expired portion or expense portion of the cash disbursement. Expense method, under this method, cash disbursement for items of cash or for items of expenses are initially debited to an expense account, insurance expense. At the end of the period, the adjusting entry would be for the an expired portion or asset portion of the cash disbursement. So that ends our presentation or meeting this